can't sleep when I do. Let's not sleep together. You can't sleep when I do. Let's not sleep
Greetings and salutations, hello everyone, and welcome to Gamersledge.com. It is, of course, our Day 3 coverage of E3 2018, and joining me today, as I am in mission control, we've got Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy.
What's up?
And then we've got Mitchell. And, of course, Kate. Hi, Kate.
Hello.
We have a full stack of things that will be showing up. Bethesda had, Ubisoft had one of the more interesting shows last year. They introduced a lot of exciting games that we should get updates on this year. So let's talk about what we know, what we think we'll see, what we hope to see, and we'll go from there. So first, let's start with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Leaked by Walmart. We know it's going to be there. So we know it's set in probably going to be, I believe, Rome is what we said. Ancient Greece, somewhere in there.
Greece,
yeah. Are we Assassin's Creed fatigued with the last one having just come out, or are we ready for a new one in general?
You know, Mark, I think this is one of those things that Assassin's Creed has kind of carved out its niche. And I really have to give kudos to Ubisoft for how they handled Assassin's Creed Origins. The one thing that I wasn't a fan of was the opportunity to just buy things outright, but we're actually seeing that happen more and more in the industry right now in favor of randomized loot boxes. I mean, EA obviously had their issues last year, and Battlefield 5, I think they announced the ability to just go in with currency and buy exactly what you wanted instead of relying on RNG to get the things that you wanted. Assassin's Creed Origins did that. Admittedly, there were a couple of times that I looked at things on there and I was like, yeah, okay, sure, I'll pick that up. But Origins did so many things that I liked. With so few things that I wasn't really a fan of. I'm really excited to see how Odyssey is going to build upon what Origins did, hopefully in a positive direction to not only maintain that niche, but also carve out new fans for a franchise that was admittedly going downhill and hopefully now on the upswing.
Well, one of the niche things that I'm expecting and hoping to see more of is The Division 2. We got our first full reveal of that at Microsoft's press conference. They devoted actually a pretty decent amount of time, which makes me wonder if we will see it other than perhaps a short trailer and a reconfirmation here at Ubisoft's. I would love to see them dig in more and show us more and different information from what they had at the Microsoft conference. But Kate, do you think we'll see more on The Division, or do you think we've seen as much as we're going to see at this point?
They'll show The Division. I just really hope if they do, it's not exactly what they showed at Microsoft.
Agreed. I have so many questions for that trailer. It looks like they've expanded the amount of cool weaponry that they have, and the graphics look amazing. But again, I still have questions. You know, somebody said in the comments yesterday that they were surprised because the trailers for the original game did not look like how the game actually played when it came out, which was true. However, this one, it actually had elements from the game in it that made me think that was all captured in-game. Even the loot drops, etc., looked exactly the same as in-game for Division 1. So I'm interested to see more on it. Now, one that I know that I am expecting to see a lot more out of, that Jimmy is very excited for, is Skull and Bones.
Oh God! Don't get me started.
So Skull and Bones is the shell of the Assassin's Creed Black Flag naval warfare, just made into its own game. 6 players sail the Indian Ocean. Its multiplayer encounters will always be online. So Jimmy, I know you're excited about that.
I am. I mean, anybody who has seen me in person and seen the number of pirate and pirate-related tattoos that I have on me now will know that I'm a pirate fan. I loved Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and in fact, some time ago, I actually did a stream in memoriam of my dad, because my dad was huge into the golden age of piracy as well. And so when I saw Skull and Bones, like, the one thing that I'm nervous about is the fact that it's kind of a MOBA focus. It's 2 fleets of ships facing off, taking out each other, and plundering everything that they can. They do have, as far as I remember, they do have the privateer ships that will come after you. There are some supernatural elements. At one point, I think in one of the trailers, they showed the Kraken, or they showed some hinted presence of the Kraken. I'm really excited to see how all of those mechanics are going to come together, and I'm interested to see if there's going to be more than just the MOBA focus that has been touted in trailers before. Overall, though, I'm excited to get back behind the wheel and blow some holes in some ships.
We do know that it won't launch until April, at least April of next year. But I imagine we will get a firm date at this conference. Mitchell, one of the ones I know that you have been excited about is Beyond Good and Evil 2, which we saw an amazing trailer for at last year, but then they have actually since then released some gameplay footage, etc. I kind of expect a deep dive into Beyond Good and Evil this year. What are you expecting and or hoping to see out of it? I think you're on mute, by the way.
Yeah. I'm guessing they're probably going to go into deep dive. We'll probably see a new trailer, I'm hoping, probably. We'll probably maybe get some gameplay. A little bit, possibly. Because I know they've done some stuff like that in the past. Various conferences have done stuff like that. But I'm hoping we'll see some of the camera mechanics from the first game, because that was one of the more interesting aspects I remember from what bit I played of Beyond Good and Evil 1. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with this.
We should also probably expect to see Transference, which was something that they announced last year. It was a kind of psychological VR thriller that they talked about with Spectre Vision, that they did kind of as a collaboration, bridging between movies and games. That's the one with The Hobbit.
Elijah Wood.
Thank you. Yeah, so I expect it was originally slated for fall of 2018, so I expect that we'll see an update on that. And then one of the things that I was actually very excited for last year, which seems to be a doomed failing space, but I'm still excited about it. Starlink Battle for Atlas. That was the Toys to Life game that they announced last year that had the configurable ships that you could build your own ship and then put it on your controller and it would digitize into the game. It was, it was kind of out of left field. There was no warning about it, but we haven't heard anything about it since then. So I would imagine we'll get an update on that. As well as the Crew 2 just having its closed beta launching in just a couple weeks. I expect there will be a trailer, but I don't expect them to spend a ton of time on it since that's actually a known entity. And then, of course, I do fully expect a brand new Splinter Cell confirmation. And I know that you had said something about Michael Ironsides. I do believe it's going to be Sam Fisher. I'm just stating that for record because they just did that Ghost Recon Wildlands special mission that had Michael Ironside as Sam Fisher. So I think that we will get that for sure. But Walmart Canada once again leaked it, so we know it's true because everything else they have done so far, with the exception of Borderlands 3, has come to pass. So those prognosticators.
There's still a giant conference coming.
I know.
I don't know why you're just like, oh, Borderlands is never going to happen because it didn't happen on the first.
I'm just, my healthy dose of CYA. That's all it is. Making sure that I don't say it's 100% sure. Nothing is 100%.
Remake was also in that leak
during the Sony conference, so hopefully that is also true. And I am wrong about my prediction of it not showing up at all, because it did not show up at the Square Enix one, nor did Avengers. So yeah, that's pretty much what I would think we would see, given what we know. Are there any left field kind of predictions? Old franchises we'd like to see them dust off and release here at E3 or announce here at E3. Rainbow Six, obviously they're going to detail the next year's worth of content because that game is going to go on forever, which is fine because it's a great game. Do we think we'll see Watch Dogs 3 announced here?
I don't know.
Watch Dogs 3 it's another one of those niche appeal games. Like, there are times that I like to play it, but I mean, I can find myself going on a break from it pretty quickly too. Mm-hmm. There were a lot of things that they did well, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like the last one was kind of a pop culture playground. A lot of real world relatable issues and that kind of thing. It is fun, but it's not that addictive fun that keeps you coming back for more and more and more. Two things expanding on your, just shifting gears here real quick. Two things expanding on Rainbow Six. I want to see a permanent presence of Rainbow Six Outbreak. I thought that was an incredibly fun mode. I want to see them continue to develop that. But furthermore, for the longtime fans of Rainbow Six, I want to see a campaign. Mm-hmm. I want to see a story that we can 4 and 5 player co-op through, even if it's episodic coming out with the multiplayer seasons. Yep. Just make that happen, Ubisoft.
I think that
I played Rainbow Six for Terrorist Hunt and the campaign.
Yeah, I think that's a great set of suggestions. Far Cry, obviously now we had Primal. We're kind of behind. I think this might be a primed time for the next Far Cry reveal. I will. And we know about the new Assassin's Creed. We know about the crew. Do we think we'll see an announcement of more DLC for the Steep game, which is, of course, their snowboarding, skiing, or will that slowly dissolve right off into the sunset without nary a word from Ubisoft to be had? I do not believe it sold very well, to be honest.
I didn't even know it was out, so...
Yeah, it's been out for almost 2 years now.
Mark, as somebody who doesn't ski or snowboard or do anything like that, I have to say, I got that game on sale, and it was a blast. It is so much fun.
I love skiing simulators. SSX is one of my favorite games of all time, which is not a simulator in any way, shape, or form. It is an arcade game, to be clear, for those that are wanting to bust my chops about that. But I have not picked it up on sale. I want to. I just haven't seen it on sale to pick up yet. South Park is out. Fractured But Whole is, I believe, getting close to DLC complete. I expect them to announce some kind of Super King Kamehameha edition that has all the DLC and the first game bundled in. We know about Skull and Bones. Do you think it has been almost this is 2018, 5 years since we got Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon? Do we expect to see another Blood Dragon now? it's been a while since they've done a funny game, so to speak.
I don't know.
No takers? Yeah, all right. I'm hoping
Consider where
honestly,
Far
this
Cry
is-
5 is going. Far Cry 5 just released Hours of Darkness, which is their Vietnam-inspired stealth 'em up through the Far Cry 5 engine. They also have there's a Mars DLC.
I did see that, yes. Which looks amazing, by the way.
Yeah, they look super fun. So I think that they were kind of hoping that Far Cry 5 was going to give them further options for just absolutely ridiculous moments in the Far Cry 5 system. As far as Blood Dragon, I mean, I'll pay for just about anything that Michael Bain does a voice in. So I would be happy to see a Blood Dragon 2, but I'm not sure if it's anything that is going to generate a heck of a lot of interest right now. I think people are looking forward to more of the new IPs and kind of the Titan titles that have been around for a while.
So we've joined the live stream in progress. They're doing a pre-show themselves. We'll continue to kind of talk through it as eventually we'll get an ad from Twitch. We knew about the Child of Light, and then there was the World War One. I'm drawing a blank on it at the moment. It was stories of, what was it called?
Something Hearts.
Yes, it's not Vandal Hearts. It's driving me mad. Hearts. Valiant Hearts. Valiant Hearts.
Valiant Hearts. That was it.
I believe I heard rumblings of a sequel to Valiant Hearts in the works. I wonder if we're going to see anything come out of that side of the studio as well. Some kind of like niche indie little RPG along those same lines. And here's Steep playing in the background right here. Now, Jimmy, did you ever play SSX?
Oh my God, it's been a lifetime.
Okay, I was gonna see what you thought the comparison was to something like SSX.
It definitely. I mean, SSX I think was a little more of a. It was more of a stylized ski and snowboarder, wasn't it? It wasn't. They didn't go for.
Oh, it was full arcade. I mean, it was nothing but flips and jumps and helicopter spins that you could never actually pull off in life.
Steep is. I mean, it's one of those games that it inspires such an adrenaline rush. Like, you're flying down the sides of these mountains, and I mean, the pucker factor is absolutely through the ceiling, but it's so much fun. I mean, I've got clips on my Twitch of my buddy and I just panicking going down these almost like vertical slopes off the Matterhorn, and oh God, it was great.
I have to say Rainbow Six Siege is, in my opinion, one of the best games that has been for team-based combat tactical challenges that has come out in the last 10 to 15 years. I think it's fantastic. But it's really hard to find a dedicated team that plays all the time together due to life and whatnot. But yeah, it's very, very good. I'm interested to find out what they're planning, more characters, more maps, etc.
One of the other things that Rainbow Six has done exceptionally well, there is actually... Mark, I'm not sure. Well, anybody here, I'm not sure. Have you guys heard of the Fair Play Alliance?
No.
I have.
Mark?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So, and Kate, have you heard of Fair Play?
Nope.
So Fair Play is a coalition of, what is it, Mark, like 40 developers and publishers?
Yeah.
And so what they're doing is they're putting their heads together and collectively trying to eliminate toxicity in gaming. And it's major companies. I believe Ubisoft is in on it. organizations like Blizzard are in on it, and they're really trying to eliminate toxicity. And one of the things that I loved about Rainbow Six was if somebody is engaging in toxic behavior, not only does it kick them, but it also shames them in front of the entire community.
Yep.
So if you're a jerk, you're a known jerk.
That's exactly it. Hey, Banner, welcome to the
love that
stream.
Ubisoft did that.
Glad to have you. We are about 7 minutes in. They're showing bits of Far Cry 5 right now from Hope County. I wish they opened this up to 4-player multiplayer.
Yeah. The guy who's talking is probably one of the funniest guys in Far Cry 5 too.
Yeah,
He's
most
absolutely ridiculous.
You know, the thing that bothers me is, again, you know, this sadly can only be done by the developer because, you know, HUDs and...
Yeah. We got a mountain with your name on it. Oh my god, that character's amazing, dude. He makes me so happy.
I fully expect we will see a choreographed Just Dance number. This has to be... It's a thing for years now. We have to see it again this year. New entry in Just Dance and a bunch of people dancing.
I gotta say that this is the conference I'm like least excited about.
Now, see, for me, it's the opposite. I'm most excited about probably this one.
Are you guys ready for the ultimate battle? Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Before we do, let's talk a little bit more about the game. Madison, Matt.
Thanks, Leon. I'm here with Matt Woomer, one of the founders and creators of Brawlhalla. How's it going, Matt?
Going great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Could you tell us a little bit more about what our finalists will be playing today?
For sure. They're playing Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla is short for the Grand Tournament of Valhalla. Valhalla is the Viking warrior heaven. But the Valkyries haven't just brought Vikings, they brought ninjas, they brought pirates, they brought monsters, they brought aliens, so there's tons of characters for your players to choose from.
That sounds awesome. So all the great warriors are there.
All the great warriors of the ages.
Fantastic. So do you have any advice for our players?
For sure, for sure.
See, I want to know about like the prep work that they give these interviewers, etc. I want to know the behind the scenes like stuff.
That sounds fantastic. Well, let's head on over there and get
Do
this
they-
final started.
Yeah, have any idea what they're talking about?
Indeed. All right. Are you guys
It'd be
ready?
interesting to see that.
No, 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 no. People, make some noise for this finale. Are you ready? Woo, woo. All right, I would say press the button. And then countdown. Dun, dun, dun.
So this is an example of the exact type of game I do not like to play, where it's all PvP competitive.
You're not a fan of things like Smash Brothers and stuff?
So fighting games, yes, but not Smash, believe it or not. I like traditional fighting games.
I like these arena brawlers, but I'm terrible at them.
Yeah.
It's nice to play with the siblings and stuff when I'm home for the summers and stuff.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
If I had siblings, maybe.
Some characters
Well, there can definitely get some salt when we play these games, because sometimes things just get ridiculous.
Wow, this really is just a straight up Smash clone.
No.
Brawlhalla is actually really fun.
And it's very different.
Yeah, there are some differences there. Brawlhalla, I think, goes for a simpler take. I think
See, but I
Smash
mean,
Brothers Brawl
that
has-
mechanic is exactly out of Smash Brothers. Knock
It
him off the
is,
screen and...
It is, but their combat mechanics are much more simplified. They're way more complex than Smash Brothers.
Wow, there's 30 seconds left. Ember's got a weapon. She's right there in the middle. She's holding on to that lead. Oh, she's picked it up. She's got 6 points. Somebody needs to step up. We're under 30 seconds. Nash is moving in hard. We need to close it out. You guys need to move in. You got to take it away from Ember. She's doing well. Oh, Azuri's got the ground pound. She's coming in for it. She's going to try and make her move right now. She's looking for the hit. Looking for the hit. Is she going to find it? 10.
Nope.
8, 6, 5. Oh, 6-6. We are tied up. 3, 2, 1. It is tied. Luckily, this game comes standard with a tiebreaker. They're both top characters are at deep red. They're going in hard. Decide a winner.
Who's playing?
Those 4 people right there.
No, but I mean, it's a tiebreaker. There's only 2 of them.
All right.
Oh.
Here you go. Golden ticket. Ultimate gaming backpack. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Don't say goodbye to anybody. We're ripping you into the show right now.
That was intense.
We're here. Wrapping up 20 seconds to go. Lots of love to all the teams, all the people here in the fan zone in the theater. Show's about to begin. Hashtag UBE3. Lots of love from everyone here.
All the love. And don't forget the post show. After the main show, we have exclusive gameplay from the Division 2. You definitely don't want to miss this.
No, we might, depending on time, we might stick around for that part. It's 1 o'clock. We don't have the PC stream till 3. Yeah, we could probably cover a little bit of that. Here we go.
Thank you for joining us here in the theater and on online at home. We cannot wait to show you what we have today, and I can promise you it's more interesting than a keychain. Oh. Too soon, maybe? Too soon? I don't know, up in the balcony, are you guys ready? Yes!
Down on the main floor.
To hear one person just go,
All right, everybody at home, are you ready? Yes, we're just gonna assume that they're ready.
No.
No.
Well, if you're ready for the biggest gaming, biggest show in gaming, then let's start the show.
Let's do it!
Let's do it!
I miss Aisha Tyler.
yeah.
Are we going to see the world premiere of the Ubisoft Countdown Simulator?
Yes.
Ubisoft Countdown Simulator, released in symbols, not numbers.
No, I'm sorry. This is the world countdown of Ubisoft's emoji icons.
The streak of cringy announcer people is continuing into this conference.
Oh, there it is! They're opening with it!
No.
Yes, it is. Dancing pandas. For everybody. Ken, this is just for you. I will only buy the game if it comes with that outfit that the guys got on. Is it Just Dance Marching Band Edition? Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna have to actually bring it into the studio at some point.
Your intestines.
I'm just imagining the want ad for this. So, alright, we need a dancer.
That one guy looked.
We need a dancer.
Look at all these
But you must be
like, what?
proficient in a giant panda costume. That is a very specific set of skills.
They probably hired a college mascot.
Must be able to bring a somewhat ambiguous sexuality to giant dancing panda bear.
You know what would make this amazing? Bringing back those Wii Music guys from that Nintendo conference.
He almost flooded the landing. I'm just saying. So if I remember right, last year you could use your phone as the controller to measure the movements. I wonder if they will stick with that moving forward. What the hell was with that one guy? It's like, I'm Richard Nixon and I'm excited. What the hell? Is that all they say about it this year? Wow. That's the first time ever that they just didn't go on and on about Just Dance. I appreciate that. Wow. Opening with this, alright.
What is this?
It's gotta be Beyond Good and Evil 2, I would think.
I don't think so.
Go on.
Yeah, it's totally Beyond Good and Evil.
Cook, do you hear me?
Roger, Uma.
Half the crew is dead drunk in my sick bay after eating your miraculous space chili. Any thoughts?
Well, I have no idea what you mean. Our food is healthy. Invigorating.
Captain to crew. Dead monkey in the
Film to
crow's
be
nest.
sleeping.
I repeat,
Damn it.
monkey down. El space chili strikes again.
Copy that, Captain. Hey, Paige. Bet we could use your space chili to overclock our engines.
Negativo, mi amor. Only you can melt my circuits.
Keep laughing, fools. The key ingredient to good cooking is love.
What?
Engineering to officers, we are dead in the water. I repeat.
Main engines are cursed. Nox, come in. What have we got on the scanners?
Jack shit. Nada. Hey, wait. I see something. 3 o'clock starboard. It's massive. Like, get back here, Shani. Hold off!
Lock down the bacon. Give me auxiliary engines. Deploy shields and bring up out now! Brace yourselves! Gods protect us.
Just my suit.
Please give me some gameplay, please.
Thank you. Hi. Thank you. Hello, I'm Gabrielle Schrager, narrative director.
And I'm Guillaume Brunier, senior producer.
We are so happy to be back this year to share our progress on our space opera, Beyond Good and Evil 2, a game full of wonder, emotion, danger, and high-stakes drama. Last year, you all saw the enigmatic green-eyed Captain Dakini leading the legendary crew of the Gada on a quest to discover the location and the mystery behind a deep space artifact known as Moksha.
But Dakini has since gone missing. Shani is now captain of the Gada, and she's leading a crew into the deep, unexplored space beyond System 3, when they come face to face with their nemesis.
Fans will have recognized a ferocious young Jade. And Paige is back as the incorrigible chief cook of the Gada. We've got 2 other officers, Uma, the holistic chief medic, and Callum, our chief engineer. And all of these legendary characters will be playing a major role in our prequel.
Today, we are proud to represent our growing production team in Montpellier, Barcelona, Bordeaux, and Sofia. Thanks, everyone, for making it happen.
No gameplay.
Thank you. Thank you for them.
Thank you. Thank you for them.
In BGE2, you are a space pirate captain in a distant galaxy near the end of the 24th century. At this year's E3, we will be showcasing a new behind-closed-doors demo, offering a first look at our major location, the sacred city of Ganesha. Now, let's take a look at our first pre-alpha gameplay footage.
Ganesha is a metropolis filled with sacred temples, beautiful
stage.
gardens, and bustling shops. But it's also a darker underworld, rife with dirty bars and dangerous back alleys.
Our game is an action-adventure RPG that you can play alone or with your friends in co-op.
Ooh.
From the intimate interior of a hidden temple to the very edge of the galaxy, fight on the ground and in space at massively different scales. And all of this
seamlessly. What you will be seeing at E3 this year is only a very small part of a much larger open universe we are creating. A universe we are also building with our fans. Yeah, let's go.
With Beyond Good and Evil 2, we want our community to participate in a way that's never been done before through the Space Monkey program. We want our fans and people all over the world to really be a part of creating the game. So today, we are issuing an open invitation for people all over the world to contribute their ideas, music, artworks, and create original content that players will experience as they explore the world of Beyond Good and Evil 2.
And there is literally a universe of ways for artists to express themselves, from giant frescoes to murals, street art, music, radio content, and much more.
To do this,
cool.
We have partnered with a company at the forefront of community collaboration, Hit Record. And here, to tell us more, is their founder, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Thank you. I love this theater. So thanks to you guys, thanks to Guillaume, and thanks to Gabrielle. It's really good to be here. I'm super excited to do this. For those of you who don't know, Hit Record is this thing that I've been making for a long, long time. It's really dear to me. And it's a place where people all over the world work together on short films or music or art, all kinds of projects. This is the first time we're making stuff that's going to go into a video game. So it's a little bit different than other like creative platforms that you can find on the internet, because the point of Hit Record, it isn't just to post and promote stuff that you've made on your own. The point is to collaborate. So like when we're making music for Beyond Good and Evil 2, it's not just going to be a thing like a contest where people submit songs and then we pick one or two of them and we put them in the game. We're going to be really making the songs together. And the same goes for the visual assets that we'll be creating. So whether you're a writer, a musician, an illustrator, if you're a pro-level artist, or if you're just someone who really cares about Beyond Good and Evil and that world and you love it and you want to be a part of it, there's going to be ways for you to contribute. Our first creative challenges are live. As of like now, someone's at my office pushing the button, like very nervous. You guys are doing great. And yeah, so come to our site, check out the Beyond Good and Evil 2 page at hitrecord.org, and that's it. Go do that shit. Thanks.
That is super neat. I hope that becomes a thing.
Oh, it's been a thing for a while. The stuff that they make is like top notch too.
No, I hope it becomes a broad scale thing. Like more and more companies start using that.
And we're incredibly happy to be working.
I mean, that's really awesome to do, like a crowdsourcing type thing like that.
So let's do it.
Yeah.
We will be showcasing some of this content at our very first dedicated community event, the BG Fest, which will take place in Montpellier this fall. Thanks, everyone. Have a great E3.
Thank you.
Their mics are still on.
What's up, everyone? My name is Justin Kruger, community developer on Rainbow Six Siege. And I'm here today to talk about our community. Our community that inspires us and drives us every single day. The Siege team back in Montreal has actually been so inspired by seeing all of the millions of people playing our game every single day over the past 2.5 years. We've actually absolutely loved seeing our community grow, and I'm excited to announce today that the Rainbow Six Siege community is now 35 million players.
Wow.
Dang.
You missed Square Enix Bacon Guy.
Thank you.
It was really short,
I wish
30
I
minutes.
could hug every single one of you, but I don't know if my arms are big enough to hug every single one of you. That would take a long time as well. As you can see, as the community grows, so does the game. And as you can see behind me, Team Rainbow has recruited the Italian GIS operators, Maestro and Alibi. Actually, this image represents 10 seasons, 40 operators, and 19 maps that is all free in-game. And if you want to get to know all of these guys a little bit better, you can play Operation Parabellum, which is playable right now. And if you want to see them in action at the top of their game, tune into the Rainbow Six Siege Pro League, Kicking off on June 18th at 5 p.m. Pacific time, the world's biggest esport teams will be competing for 6 months of intense Rainbow Six action. And that's just one of the
That's
many
a
ways
huge
to
investment
enjoy
for following
competitions for Rainbow
something
Six.
for 6 months.
The 6th major is just around the corner and will be hosted in Paris this August. Our Pro League finals will then take us to Brazil in November. Yeah, Brazil. And then the 6th Invitational will once again be the pinnacle of Rainbow Six, taking place in Montreal in February 2019. Yeah. So whether you're a player or just a fan of esports, there really is no better time to get into Rainbow Six esports. And with the growth of the game, the community, and the esports teams, we wanted to take a moment to reflect on some of our most influential players. Today, I'm excited to unveil a sneak peek at an upcoming documentary that is focused on a few familiar faces who took their love for Siege to the next level. Without further ado, here's the first look at Another Mindset.
That is like the greatest injury to ever happen to me, only because it brought Siege to me.
I've been doing this for what? Since year 1, season 1, right? And I failed, and then finally we started succeeding. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to come back.
Eu recebi sorriso, uma lágrima, uma emoção, riso de umas pessoas que eu nunca vi na minha vida, que eram torcedores da BD.
Acho que você tem que realmente botar toda a sua emoção dentro do jogo.
Crew 2 time. This guy.
Oh my goodness.
It's amazing.
Evil suit and all. They give him the best stuff every year.
Ay, ay, ay.
That outfit is rocking. Wow.
No, Bacon Guy. They said
my
nothing about the
God.
new Avengers games.
Trials is all about crashing with style and getting up again. Hello! I'm Antti Ilvessuo, Creative Director of Trials and also Prime Minister of Finland. Now I'm pleased to announce that Trials is back and it's bigger than ever.
And we never see Dave Bach again.
I was actually just watching some footage of Trials.
It's
the other
free on
day.
PS4 this month, actually.
Yeah, it's one of the PS Pro free games, and I was watching somebody play like some of the hardest maps, and it's ridiculous. Like, this game looks so cool.
I have played quite a bit of it now, And it's really fun. It's hard, but it's also like ridiculous. Yes, Trials Fusion. I mean, talk about niche gameplay. It's definitely this, but it's so easy anybody can pick it up and play.
I mean, to me, it takes me back to Excite Bike.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Trials Rising takes you around the world to iconic locations. You never ride alone and competition is everywhere. But competition is nothing without the players, and our community has always been pillar of Trials. In Trials Rising, we work with our players more than ever. To explain more, let me introduce Brad Hill, also known as Professor Fat Shady.
You made a mess. Well, thank you, Auntie, and hello, everyone.
Professor Fat Shady.
I see you. I became a fan of Trials because it's challenging, but so rewarding when you overcome something difficult. But I soon realized that a number of players struggled with the harder levels. So in 2013, I created the University of Trials, a YouTube channel dedicated to mastering Trials writing. Now, before I go on, Ubisoft star players, I want you guys to make some big noise right now. All right, well, 5 years ago, I was a star player just like them. But when Red Links began work on Trials Rising, they approached me to design and create all of the tutorial content within the game. It has been an amazing experience for me. But I wasn't the only one involved. 20 community members, known as the Trials Elite, up there, have been involved in the development of this game for the last 2 years. Whether they were track builders, streamers, or speedrunners, each brought something special to help shape this game. Now, if you want to get involved, register online at trialsgame.com for a closed beta happening later this year.
Good.
That's it.
Let's go.
Hey. What? We're not going to put a big coming soon up here. I think people are going to want to know the release date.
Yes. You're right. Trials Rising will release on February 2019 on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and the first time ever also Nintendo Switch. If you are E3, come to our booth and we'll show what Trials is about. Crashing with style and getting up again. Let's get out.
Let's go.
Thank you,
Let's
and
go.
everyone have a nice E3!
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for just about any video montage with Blue Danube in it.
Oh God!
And the best part is, that's generally how you end a level.
Yeah. Oh God! Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, if you own a PS4 and PlayStation Plus and you've not downloaded Trials Fusion, you really need to. It's quite good.
That's ridiculous.
That was amazing.
My name is Julian Garrity, and I'm the creative director on Tom Clancy's The Division 2. On Black Friday, a strain of the smallpox virus was released on dollar bills in New York City. The infection and chaos spread across the nation. 7 months later, the virus has mostly burnt itself out, but America is tearing itself apart. Washington, D.C. is at the heart of this battle. Under constant threat from dangerous factions, civilians are trying to rebuild. In their survival lies the seed for the rebirth of society.
Bacon Guy says trash game. I'll get you, Bacon Guy.
Was that a Ghost Recon towel hanging on that clothesline?
Could very well have been.
Horse is so skinny.
Yeah. Wow, savage.
See, what they really failed to deliver on was the story in the first one.
Yeah.
These trailers are great and all, but I want to see that narrative weaved into the actual game.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
I didn't do anything.
Some of you may believe the rules are unfair. That's too bad.
Quiet, you! I said no more talking.
The rules are not subject to negotiation.
Shut up!
Defy the rules, and there will be consequences.
Let's go. Come on.
Examples will be made.
On your knees. Keep still.
That was a great trailer.
It was a great trailer, but again, show me
You are the last line of defense for those civilians and for the country. If you fail, history will be written by tyrants. If you succeed, history will remember the few brave heroes who fought to save a dying nation. This setting lays the groundwork for a compelling story-based campaign in which your actions have a clear impact on the lives of civilians. In The Division 2, Washington, D.C. must prepare for the greatest threat it has ever encountered. To face it, you and your fellow agents will need to bring your equipment and tactical abilities to the next level. Once agents reach the end of the main campaign, it's time to select a new progression path by picking a specialization. It starts with the choice of a signature weapon, powerful and unique weapons that complement the rest of your equipment. As you progress with your specializations, you will not only grow in power, but also unlock additional tools and abilities, including exclusive versions of skills. Specializations enable you to truly complete your own personal playstyle, but also to synergize with other players and take team play even further. Speaking of teamwork, I'm excited to announce that for the first time, 8 players will be able to partner up to face the ultimate endgame challenge. Raids are coming to The Division 2.
That's not as exciting as I thought he was hoping it would be. I thought he was saying you were going to be 8-player co-op.
We learned a lot. We learned a lot from working on the first game. And with The Division 2, we're launching with plans for years of frequent major content updates. Today, we're ready to outline our plans for year 1. We will be launching 3 DLCs in the form of episodes. Each one will bring new story, new areas to explore, and new activities. And the best part, all of these episodes will be completely free for everyone.
This guy is good, a good presenter, by the way. Not cringy at all.
Where's my Division team? Stay tuned after the Ubisoft conference for an exclusive 30-minute deep dive into our playable E3 demo during our post-show. As you can see, they're getting ready right now, and they'll be playing right after the conference is done. Until then, remember, this is history's defining moment. Hope for the future lies in you, agents for the Division. Thank you.
That quote was a little too real.
Yeah, a little too on the nose, right?
Just a touch.
Did you hear somebody killing those dogs in the background?
Hi, I'm Xavier Manzanares, lead producer. And it's an honor to be back here 1 year after we announced for the first time and released the game. It was incredible. So, as a team, I just wanted to thank all of you for the support and all the feedbacks we received. Thank you. So we also started a year ago to work on a brand new adventure, and with a brand new hero as well, one that we cherish and we love, Donkey Kong. So for today, we wanted to celebrate the upcoming release of the Donkey Kong adventure, and what better with music than with Grant Kirkhope, our composer, and the band Critical Hits. So please enjoy. Thank you.
Changed your entrance, so my
Changes every day, every second.
They are bad about leaving those mics on.
Yeah.
Their sound guy needs to up their game.
Now this is what Bethesda should have done. For their last night.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, I mean, at least you're getting gameplay footage in there, right? Even if it is cutscene footage.
Yeah.
This means that they'll announce something new Donkey Kong for Nintendo. Like what they're going to announce.
Maybe we'll just have to wait and see.
By the way, for those that haven't played this game, it's amazingly fun and good. It's a great tactical RPG. They still have that mic on. Nobody's noticed.
Ay.
I wonder what the over-under is on Eves coming out. Well, there you go, Jimmy.
Oh boy.
That's DLC, Matt.
Oh, man.
It was over. The old guard was wiped out. Those who kneeled were now at the gates of hell. They were killing us off, burning our seas from shore to shore.
Long live piracy.
There was no way the Empire could win this game. As fate would have it, the tide turned in our favor again. A new wind was at our backs, blowing us straight to heaven. In our new Eden, there was only one rule.
Sound balance is not good.
First come, first serve.
Yeah, it's only.
It was dog eat dog.
I've only gave you one ear.
I hear drums in the other ear.
Queens, lords, and masters of
Oh
our
yeah.
own world.
No, I can still hear in the other ear. It's just not well balanced.
Poured down on us. They had their empire. Now it was our turn. Enemies became friends. Friends became enemies. The best didn't trust anybody. The philosophy of the day was more and more. We were alone at the top of the food chain. Well, we thought we were.
It'll be interesting to see if one of the delayed developments is that they're putting a single-player campaign in it.
In a dog-eat-dog world.
Oh God, please let it be so.
And wolves hunting packs.
Yes, please. I'm throwing money at the screen, but nothing's happening.
Skull and Bones, they're
That only
soulless
works for
empires.
Devolver.
They're greedy trading companies, and of course, ruthless pirate games sailing the seas. But there are no heroes. Hello, my name is Justin Farron, Creative Director at Ubisoft Singapore. And for the past year, my team and I have been anxiously awaiting this moment to invite you, our fans, to join the hunt here at E3 2018. Piracy is dead in the Caribbean.
Skull and
The
Bones
Empire
Battle
is crushing
Royale.
all those who oppose them. So your next big score? The Indian Ocean, home to the richest trade routes in the world, where merchant ships carry cargo worth over $10 billion a year. And you're gonna steal every last fucking coin.
Damn right I am.
First, you need a target. You pick up intel on a heavily guarded frigate, fat with African diamonds meant for the Grand Mogul of India. That treasure will help you claw your way to the top, to become the pirate that no empire can take down. Second, you must know your hunting ground. Our reactive and evolving world is reflected in what we call fortunes, presented to you by Taljid, the fortune teller. Now, fortunes reveal changes in factions, weather, and the trade routes themselves. Today, Taljid reveals favorable winds. That means more merchants to rob, but also more competition. And now I'm proud to share with you the essence of Skull and Bones, a shared world where every player encounter matters. Will you fight or will you ally? Yes. This is what we call the hunting grounds. All right, pirates, let's head to the hideout and have a great E3.
Your hunt for the convoy starts here, in your hideout, deep within the Chagos Islands. This hidden pirate den provides everything you need for your next strike. From your shipyard, you choose the Black Horn for the upcoming battle. The strong winds will boost its speed, giving its battering ram a devastating punch.
So, what's it gonna be?
Next, choose the right crew and gear for the mission ahead. Demi-cannons are slow-loading, but deadly at short range. Rockets are blazing fast, and deal powerful damage from every angle.
Matt says shared world is the buzzword phrase this year. I'd say it's weather systems.
The winds are strong and the day is clear. That means more merchants to rob, but also more rival pirates out looking for a quick score. According to your intel, the convoy is sailing past a Portuguese fort, taking advantage of the strong winds.
There she is, with our loot!
That fort is too strong to simply sail past. Its cannons can blast you out of the water. You need to find a way to sneak by before the convoy slips away.
Wreck sighted, Captain!
Fortunately, deception is another tool in the pirates' arsenal.
Let's fool these blackguards!
Disguised as a Portuguese merchant, you try to creep past the fort.
Captain, if we engage, they will see it through our guys.
Portuguese merchant and escort!
This island provides perfect cover for a surprise attack. Plots the optimal course for an intercept. Reading your sails for speed. You want to catch your victim off guard.
Captain, there she is!
Fire as she bangs!
That got her good! Ready to be boarded.
Show no mercy!
What was theirs is now ours! Captain, we've got what we need! Let's get out of here!
Sail! Warship sighted! Portuguese frigate ahoy!
Your attack has alerted a powerful Portuguese warship. At the helm is a Commodore, too tough to handle on your own. Even worse, you could lose your loot. You need help, and you need it fast.
That one's with us!
Other captains have answered your call. 4 against 1 should even the odds. Your side forms a tight squadron, using a coordinated battle plan. The enemy strikes first. The first ship goes down.
Oh God, Jesse's dead.
Turns his cannons on you. You brace for fire, absorbing the first blow. Your allies maneuver for position. The Royal Fortune acts as a tank, drawing the Commodore's fire. It unleashes its special ability, Siege Mode. Once anchored, it can fire its cannons without limits. The Jaeger slips into position with its powerful cannon. Its special ability delivers 8 shots in a single blast, increasing the odds for a critical hit. The Royal Fortune can't hold out much longer. It's up to you to land the killing blow.
Oh, ram it.
Mr. Data, ramming speed.
Yes!
The battle is won.
Except Jessica's dead.
But the glitter of gold can turn new allies into deadly enemies. For there is no honor among thieves.
Great. It's a griefing game, like I suspected. Bacon Guy says if there's not a Jack Sparrow DLC, he's not buying it.
Oh my god.
I'd rather have Davy Jones' ship.
Oh yeah, the Dutchman would be nice.
Yep.
To the digital space.
Well, I'm batting 1,000 today.
You're completely safe.
Hello everyone, my name is Elijah Wood, co-founder of SpectraVision. Though we're known for our film content, we're also avid gamers, and the opportunity to partner with Ubisoft was something we had to be a part of.
And my name is Benoit Richer, game director on Transference. Together, we combine the storytelling techniques of film with the interactivity of video games, enabling us to create this unique, deeply immersive world with a dark and unsettling narrative.
Have you ever dreamed of entering someone else's consciousness, exploring their darkest thoughts and most intimate secrets? With Transference, we're bringing a first-person exploration game into a chilling new dimension.
To escape, you must go hands-on to search for clues, solve puzzles while shifting between the perspectives of each family member, and attempt to piece together the mystery.
This fall, in VR and on traditional platforms, we welcome you to uncover the secrets hiding in this mind-bending psychological thriller that will leave you with haunting memories long after you put down the controller. This is Transference.
What's going on? Where's Mom?
You're gonna see her real soon, okay? Just hold still.
Don't believe his eyes.
Okay, are you comfortable? I know this rig's a bit cumbersome, but that's always the way with these new prototypes, huh? And all you have to do is just be. I know things haven't been so great lately, okay? I do. I've been a lousy father, huh? I'm unable. Lousy husband, too.
You should go to sleep.
You've seen how rotten that's gotten, huh? But all that is gonna change. We're all gonna be together. All of our hard work, reverse the process. All of our sacrifices, that's my gift to you. Us.
Help me! Help me! Please!
Dad? Why are you doing this?
I love you, son. I love you with all of my heart.
I'm actually really interested in that.
That looked really interesting.
Grab that for the vibe.
I have waited so long for this. We will sacrifice the world of Atlas to the harvest.
What are we waiting for? Let's get out there.
Go show them what Starlink can do.
This is that Toys to Life game.
The Legion is growing. There aren't enough of us. We need to find help from every planet in Atlas.
The more of us there are, the stronger each of us is.
Exactly.
You must feed my legion.
Drax isn't going to stop until we end this.
I will finish this.
Thank you. Hello everyone, I'm Laurent Melville, Creative Director on Starlink Battle for Atlas. Last year, revealed our modular starship innovation to the world and showed you how players could reconfigure it instantly to adapt to any challenge. This year, we're excited to show you what the depth of the open world that we've built and put the game directly into your hands. We're going to take you on a journey 400 light years away from Earth to the Atlas star system. Discover exotic planets, meet fascinating local factions, and forge your alliance. Upgrade your pilots, starships, and gear, and unleash devastating combos to save Atlas from the relentless Forgotten Legion. The mission will not be easy. Atlas is a dangerous place, and our heroes will need all the help they can get.
Could use a little help here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Let's rock and roll, boys.
What?
This game just actually added another 100,000 pre-orders to it. Do a barrel roll. Thank you.
It's technically.
Bill Slippy.
Hello. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. It is an honor to welcome Star Fox in Starlink, Battle for Atlas. Isn't it, Laurent?
It's amazing. Ever since I started working on Starlink, I wanted to invite Fox and his crew into the game. And Star Fox on Super Nintendo was the first 3D game I've ever played, and I'll never forget that. And so for me, this moment is a dream come true.
And this dream was only made possible thanks to our long relationship with Nintendo. We can't wait to play Fox on the Nintendo Switch. I would like to give a special thanks to a dear friend with us in the audience today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Miyamoto. Hello, how are you? So I know you were coming today, so I came with a gift. You know, it's the first prototype of the vessel that we such so.
It's friggin' huge.
Do you like it?
Wow.
Super.
He said sugoi. It's really cool.
So it is actually a vessel that has been created by the team, and they would be so happy to see you backstage. So let's go and join them. Thank you.
As it comes off the base, goes flying into the crowds.
Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto, and thank you, Yves. For everyone at E3, please be sure to come by the Ubisoft booth, where we'll have a full hands-on demo for you to try. For everyone else, Starlink will launch on all consoles on October 16th with Star Fox as an exclusive Nintendo Switch experience.
Oh, boo!
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, considering how the last Star
Check
Fox
out
did, that might be the only time you get to
StarlinkGame.com
play
to
them.
pre-order the game right after the conference. Thank you so much for being here today, and have a great E3.
The end? No, it
Don't.
just hit the end. Yeah.
White Knight?
For Honor.
For Honor. Yeah.
Yes! Called it!
But it's not going to be For Honor 2. It's just going to be more DLC for For Honor.
I didn't think that game did very well.
It's
didn't
had a
until they
long
gave it dedicated servers.
Yeah, it's had a long
Cosplayers,
set of legs
artists,
after the fact.
Tournament organizers and all of our players, you are For Honor. Indeed. Hello, I'm Roman Campos Soyola, Creative Director. Whether it be upgraded stability with the dedicated servers, release of heroes, constant balancing and new training tools, we would not be here without your passion and commitment. You've helped us enrich the experience. Thank you. But actions speak louder than words, right? In celebration of E3, we are inviting new players to join. So, if you haven't played For Honor yet, now is your chance. Starting today and until next Monday, we are giving away the PC Starter Edition on Uplay. Download it this week on PC, and it's yours for free. So come, join the fight with us. But that's not all. Because building on everything that we've learned, we are now ready to expand our world.
Oh!
Persians? Arabians?
Mongolians?
Oh! Is that supposed to be Joan of Arc?
I would guess so. China?
Nice.
Oh! Yeah!
After the great cataclysm that brought knights, Vikings, and samurai to fight, civil war consumed China. Warriors of the Wulin factions fought each other, but failed to establish order. Amid the chaos, 4 warriors of the Wulin now march west. With a new faction, 4 new fighters, visual enhancements, and single-player content yet to be revealed, the Marching Fire update is our biggest and most ambitious addition so far. But this update will not be complete without answering a huge request from our community. A new 4v4 multiplayer mode fulfilling the classic medieval fantasy. You know what it is? The Castle Siege. So please, allow me to introduce you to this new mode, Breach.
Battle Royale. Yeah, seriously, I might actually get back into this just for the bow staff player.
Oh, sign me up!
Okay, now it's the Crew 2. There we go.
Hi everyone, I'm Delphine Dosset, brand director on The Crew 2. In just a few days, freedom will be yours. Freedom to get your hands on your dream car, bike, boat, or plane, and unleash your passion for motorsports all across the United States. The Crew 2 releases on June 29th, and we are very happy to announce that the open beta will be available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on June 21st. But there's more. You can preload the open beta right now, so you'll be ready to hit the road as soon as it starts. From all of us at Ivory Tower, welcome to the Crew 2.
I played the closed beta, and I have to say that it looks amazing, and it's a lot of fun.
The stunt plane looks fun.
It is. The boats are actually my favorite. But the street racing is fun too. And yes, there are helicopters in the game.
After my experiences in Ghost Recon Wildlands, I should never be behind the stick of a helicopter.
They have drag racing, they have street racing, they have stunt racing, they have off-road racing, they have F1 and Formula 1 racing, they have hypercar racing.
See, I think rally and stunt planes would be about the only things I would play.
What's amazing is you can be like driving like this, right? In a boat, and you can just switch to the plane and take off.
Interesting.
You can't do that during the middle of a race, obviously, but when you're just in the open section.
And Assassin's Creed.
Yes!
How can a child save us all if he's sentenced to die? Tell me, Nikolaos. Tell me before you let our son go.
Where we begin does not define who we will become. Before you, I see a path. Built by friendship and family, love and loss, war and bloodshed.
This is Assassin's Creed.
You were sent by the gods to protect this world.
You carry the blade of Leonidas. Act like it. As you write your odyssey across the mountains and the seas, remember, the fate of Greece journeys with you.
Nice.
Thank you. I'm Jonathan Dumont, Creative Director of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is more than just an adventure. It truly is a role-playing journey. You will explore on land and sea one of the most iconic and influential settings in human history, ancient Greece. The golden age of Athens saw the rise of democracy, modern medicine, revolutionary art, and Western philosophy. But it was also a time of war. A devastating conflict between Sparta and Athens, the Peloponnesian War, divided the Greek world and changed the course of history. In this world of contrast and opportunity, this land shaped by the gods rages a battle between order and chaos. This is where your adventure begins. You, a simple mercenary, an outcast, to take on an incredible quest to save your loved ones and become the legendary Greek hero Greece desperately needs. Our teams in Quebec and from around the world have spent the last 3 years putting all their energy, passion, and dedication into this project. We have continued to transform Assassin's Creed into an epic RPG experience. An RPG in which you will not just play an Odyssey, but your Odyssey, shaped by your actions and choices. And the first choice you'll make at the start of the game is to choose your character. Alexios or Cassandra? And you play that character for the entire game. You share the bloodline of a legendary Spartan hero and bear his mysterious weapon.
Your turn.
Leonida's spear.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready. Think of Leonidas. He had great courage, and he made a great sacrifice. You share in his blood and the strength he possessed.
The broken spear of Leonidas gives you access to powerful ranged, combat, and stealth abilities that you can unleash on your enemies. And for the first time, we have deeply changed the way we tell stories in Assassin's Creed. You can now truly interact with history like never before.
Perhaps when I was thinner, both in weight and philosophy. So, tell me, were you able to resolve the situation without bloodshed?
The rebel had guards. I relieved them.
Interesting. You thought the life of a thief and a murderer was worth more than that of soldiers doing their duty.
I wasn't even thinking about him, to be honest.
And what of the rebel?
He should be halfway to Mykonos by now.
Oh, really? You let that lunatic run loose? Are you sure that was wise?
I'm not sure approaching you was wise.
Our choices are like ripples on water. They seem tiny and insignificant at the beginning, but they can become devastating tidal waves by the time they run their course.
I think they just sold me on this game. The fact I get to talk to Socrates.
You can experience this for yourself here at E3 in our playable demo. And for you at home, here's a full gameplay sequence of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Thank you, have a great E3.
This might be the end.
Maybe.
beautiful island.
Looks beautiful.
Ah, Mykonos Island, built from the corpses of giants slain by the legendary Iraklis.
Read me the note again.
Eagle-bearing Mystios. That's you. We are a small but fierce group of rebels who'd pay you handsomely to help us overthrow our Athenian oppressors. A warrior named Diocles fights with them. None who face him survive. Please, Mystios. Our people are dying. Signed, Kira.
What did your informant tell you?
Word has already spread of you sinking those ships. There's a price on your head.
Whew, that didn't take long.
There's also word of Spartans landing on Mykonos.
So, I'm here to find Kira, who wants me to kill Diocles.
An Athenian ally.
Who's at war with Sparta.
And don't forget the bounty!
Business as usual, then.
Gods protect you, Cassandra.
Thanks, Varnavas. But they'll be too busy protecting Diocles from me.
We've been spotted! Go! I'll handle this!
Fight them for all you're worth! Ella. Mercenary, this can't be good.
The mighty eagle bearer! Ha! I'll be rich with your death!
You're chasing your own death, mercenary!
You won't escape me!
You want my head? Come and take it!
You can't defeat me!
I will say the Phylakitais were kind of a nice touch in Origins.
Hmm.
You really should have left me alone.
Because that's not going to draw attention to you or anything.
That giant
That
gold
massive
helmet
on your
No,
yeah.
no, I don't want to draw any attention.
Varnavas was right. Spartans have made themselves right at home. I'm looking for Kira.
What do you want with her?
Ha! The mercenary who bears the eagle of Zeus. You got my message.
It said something about paying me handsomely.
Huh. Mercenaries.
Athenians have enslaved our people for too long. Help us free Mykonos from their grasp, and you'll have more drachmi than you can carry.
I'm here to kill Diocles, not go to war.
Which is why I sent word of a rebellion to you, and Sparta.
My men are ferocious in a ground assault, but we're outnumbered.
And Diocles fights with the fury of Ares.
Join us in battle. If you're half the warrior Kira says you are, we'll grind these Athenians into dust.
All right, Spartan. I'll fight with you. But Diocles is mine.
To battle then.
how many people are on the screen. That's kind of impressive.
This guy's big.
Sir, you are enormous.
I believe the correct turn of phrase is, "Wall of meat, you are enormous."
He's definitely a large fellow with very large weapons.
His character model reminds me of one of the final bosses in Assassin's Creed Origins.
Looks like he's like of host the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you can change weapons mid-combat.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yep. Yeah, you were able to do that in Origins as well.
Is it me or game's starting to look really good?
This looks beautiful. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since 2, though.
It's so completely different now.
I will say you.
Oh, you played a Minotaur.
Yeah.
Minotaur. Not
Minotaur.
The Minotaur.
Yeah.
I will say of all the games that are out, Cade, if you haven't played it yet, you really owe it to yourself to play Black Flag. It was.
Black Flag.
And, I mean, my piracy.
Pirates thing.
My piracy fascination aside, Black Flag was a glowing point in Assassin's Creed.
I agree. It's one of the most fun, well-rounded games they have.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
And Origins, I would encourage you to check out Origins too.
To our teams, it's an honor to work with some of the
I
best
actually
in the
have
world.
Syndicate, but I've never played
Congratulations
it.
on a great show.
Syndicate has some cool elements to it, but it came out at a time where the series was getting tired. For me, I kind of felt burnout. But if you go into it with a fresh face, you'll probably enjoy it quite a bit.
Was Syndicate the one in England?
Yeah.
Will play in shaping our society. To create these games, we need to work even more openly with you, the gamers. Because we know when we do that together, everything gets better. So have a great E3. Thank you very much.
All right. So I'm going to turn this down. We'll do our quick recap while they show the Tom Clancy's Division information. I'll try not to get... we'll just actually turn it all the way down. And soon we'll have to leave for the PC pre-show. So we'll try and keep this to 15 minutes or less. Oh, they are showing new information too. Curse you. So 4 players in the teams. So they showed us Just Dance, Rainbow Six Siege, Trials Rising, Division 2, Mario Rabbids, Donkey Kong DLC, Skull and Bones, Transference, Starlink Battle for Atlas, including Star Fox only physical DLC, For Honor, announcing the PC Starter Edition for free for the next week, Marching Fire Chinese expansion coming soon, and then Crew 2 Open Beta starting June 21st, which is downloadable now on PS4. Just check that out. Just started downloading it. And the Assassin's Creed Origin on October 5th coming out. Bacon Guys
Odyssey.
Assassin's Creed. Yeah, you kept saying Origins, and I think I wrote it. Odyssey. There we go.
Sorry.
That's okay. Sony's conference is we're doing the pre-show at 5:30 p.m. Bacon Guys, so you can check us then. I'll put the full schedule up in a minute. But overall impressions on the show. What did you guys think?
I think it was really good. They were relatively way more coordinated than some of the other shows that we've seen. From what I could tell, they seemed a lot more coordinated and prepared.
Except for that sound guy.
Yeah,
right?
Except for the sound guy.
That sound guy is going to be looking for a job
pretty soon. Yeah.
for me, Division 2 looks good. I have my hesitation and trepidation to dive right in, just because of the fiasco that the Division was in the beginning. But I can't say a lot negative because I do enjoy going back and playing the Division every once in a while. Skull and Bones, over the moon about, but Mark, I got to tell you, I think you're right. I think it's going to turn into a griefing engine. I think they're going to have to come up with some way to deal with griefers and trolls, which Ubisoft has done well in the past. For Honor, I am thrilled that they are expanding that universe. They are bringing in other
factions,
races, cultures, factions, that kind of thing. I'm going to be super excited to see how they further expand upon that. Breach looks really fun. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I'm really excited about that one too, but I got to tell you, watching the gameplay, it felt like a reskinned Origins. It did not feel like they took any new risks. I just sat there and I was like, "Yep, the Phylakitais are now mercenaries." All of the combat looks very, very similar. I don't know. I'm gonna play it, but I have a feeling it's gonna get hit in the teeth a couple of times on reviews for not really doing anything new and exciting.
Well, as someone who didn't play Origins, it looks fantastic to me, and I'm actually interested to pick it up. I thought that Skull and Bones was illuminating in that there was actually a lot more to it than what it first appeared to be. It's still, for me, the fact that it's only multiplayer, and they confirmed my worst fear, which is the fact that you can indeed turn on your teammates after the fact and try and get the loot that you just helped them save. That's definitely not my cup of tea. I'm excited about the Division. I'm excited about what I'm seeing here in the background right now. As they do this live gameplay demo, it is more of the same. And one of the things I did want to say, kind of to your comment, Jimmy, about not jumping right in, is they screwed up with the Division launch. They screwed up with the For Honor launch, but I think they made good on both the games in a big way. They actually have hit their highest concurrent player bases in the Division and For Honor well after the game launched. The two games respectively launched. So I think they have learned from that. I think they're going to take the things that they've learned there and apply it to these new things that they're launching, including the Division 2. I'm super excited about it. I like the idea of you finish the campaign, you unlock a subclass, if you will, or a special powers tree that has special versions of powers. I like that. Further customization can help lead to better teams, better team play. So I'm excited about all that. And this looks fantastic to me. It was a great third-person shooter, so I'm excited about that. I sunk Ken's Battleship somehow, but he also has the Crew 2 beta downloading right now. And I'm still kind of excited for Starlink, even though that the Star Fox thing will only be on Nintendo. I'm still a little excited for it. I need to see what it costs and that kind of stuff, which they did not sadly talk about at all, which I was hoping they would. But yeah. Kate, how about you?
Assassin's Creed looked really good. I mean, like I said, I haven't played one in a really long time, so I don't have that, burnout feel or like skinned feel of Origins because I didn't play Origins. So just, face value, it looked really good. Not much else, to be honest, but Beyond Good and Evil looks really cool, but I wish they had zoomed in so I could actually have seen the gameplay little tidbit slightly better.
Right.
Yeah. They did not show a lot of gameplay. I'm still thinking that game is probably at least 2 years out.
Still a while out, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like the cinematic trailer for sure, but I just don't think it's anywhere close to anything substantial. So let's do our normal and rate the Ubisoft press conference, and it's definitely Ubisoft because Elijah Wood said Ubisoft. I'm just throwing that out there for all the Ubisoft people in the audience. Kate, how about you?
Half of them said Ubisoft, though.
I know, and half of them say Ubisoft. It's like I don't think they're ever going to come out with a definitive.
Well, it's more because of the accent. So
Yeah,
I've always called it Ubisoft because, like, of its French connections.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how most people say Quebec when it's actually Quebec.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, what would you rate it, Kate, on a scale of 1 to 10?
5, I guess, because the only thing like that I cared about really was at the end, and everything. Some of the other stuff I just found like I tuned out. I was really bored because I wasn't interested.
How about you, Mitchell?
I'd probably give it an 8.
Okay. Any particular pros, cons?
I think it was really good overall. They showed some good content and had interesting demonstrations and stuff, and they're giving us some actual gameplay so we can actually see how some of these games look in motion rather than just giving us cinematics, which is always nice.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Jimmy, what about you?
I'm gonna give this an 8.5. Ubisoft, despite everything that it's gone through, despite its the downgrade meme videos and everything that they do, they're really passionate about what they're putting out, and I like to see that Ubisoft is making an attempt to improve things it's already got and using the learning experiences from their mistakes to improve the things that they're coming out with down the road. I don't think that they're a perfect company, but I don't think a perfect company is a thing. They've made their mistakes. They've screwed up in the past, but they are improving, and I'm really excited about the IPs that they come out with. Their ideas are solid. So I have high hopes for Ubisoft moving forward.
I actually would probably give it an 8 out of 10. I would have scored it higher if they hadn't had so many sound microphone mishaps. But I thought their presenters were competent. We didn't have a ton of cringy stuff. Yeah, some of the pre-show stuff was cringy. Those opening pair that we never saw again were a little cringy, which that was interesting. But overall, like, the people talking about their games were very, very competent, especially the guy for The Division. And I thought they had a good mix of, here's a trailer for a game, okay, let's actually show you some gameplay footage of it. Oh, and here's why this may be relevant to you. So I thought it was a very solid press conference. I thought it was good. And with that, we will probably end out our coverage for the Ubisoft conference. Here in just a couple minutes, we'll start our pre-show for the PC gaming conference that starts at 3 p.m. Pacific. So we'll be right back. Thanks for watching, and until next time, game on!
Game on!
Game on!